Hello again from my front porch. Well, this week coming up, December 5th through 9th, the Association for Talent Development, an organization that I'm proud to be part of, has declared that week to be Employee Learning Week, ELW. Now, what Employee Learning Week is all about is it's for people like myself who are in the training and development profession, workplace learning and performance, whatever you want to call it. It's a time for those in that profession to brag about what the benefits of their training program are. Now, one reason this is important is because in a lot of companies, there's not a lot of chance for the training area to brag and say, here are the things that we're doing. And so a lot of people in leadership don't necessarily know all that training does. So Employee Learning Week is a really good time for those areas, those training areas, to basically do a sales pitch for themselves, to explain why they are valuable. Because you see, training doesn't really contribute to the bottom line in the sense that it brings money in. It's considered just an expense on the bottom line. And so if you have a company that doesn't really understand the true value of training, then they're liable to see that as a liability that can be reduced or cut if money becomes tight. So it's important for training departments to be able to have a chance to brag a bit about themselves. So anyway, since it's Employee Learning Week coming up, I decided to take this opportunity to do some bragging myself. So first of all, I want to brag about the Structure on the Job training program that we have going at Waldinger, where I work and where I've built this program up. We're going to be meeting with some individuals from the U.S. Department of Labor to talk about trying to see about making our Structure on the Job training program an apprenticeship program. Because you see, the government, the federal government, has determined that while there is a lot of talk about funding for colleges and college degrees, not everybody needs to go to college and not every job requires going to college. But a lot of jobs that we desperately need workers for do require you to have some degree of skill and knowledge that you can gain by working with someone who actually knows what they're doing. That's an apprenticeship program. So we would like to see about making our Structure on the Job training program an apprenticeship program. Because if we can get that done, then we would qualify for all kinds of funding options too, where we could get reimbursed half the salary of the individuals in the program. We could get the training cost, the cost of the training itself reimbursed. Participants in the program could qualify for things like having their travel expenses and stuff reimbursed. Be really, really slick and cool stuff. And that would be a real feather in the hat of our training program because, like I just said, in most cases, the training program is an expense. It doesn't bring money in. Well, if we could make this work with the apprenticeship program, we'd be bringing some money in. They would love that. So that would be really cool. And so we're going to be working on that this week. And that is something, an opportunity that has come about because of my involvement with ATD, the Association for Talent Development. So I'm proud to brag about that for the sake of my company. I'm also proud to brag about it because it's something that has come about because of my association with that organization. Also, with that organization is the entity I'm working on doing the book thing for. Now, for a while, it was a little bit rocky because the individual I was working with, while she was very helpful and very smart, she also didn't really understand what Structure on the Job training was. And so I kept having to explain things and she wasn't just seeing how it fit in. Well, she's now handed me off to another point of contact that works in a different part of the publishing division of ATD, and this is turning out to be a good thing. I mean, first of all, I knew I was in good hands because the new point of contact's name is Smith. I mean, come on, quality right there. But also because this new individual, not only did she know what Structure on the Job training was, she and her area had already identified it as something that they desperately need something printed on. Seriously, they have figured out they don't have a book about it. They have these little pamphlet publications. They used to be called Infoline, now they call them TD at Work. But they don't even have one of those about Structure on the Job training. They've had stuff in the past just about on-the-job training. They even have a certification course about on-the-job training, but they don't have anything in print, anything official about building and maintaining a structured on-the-job training program. And then along comes this proposal from this guy in Des Moines, Iowa saying, hey, I want to write a book about structure on the job training. And apparently they were all very, very excited. So while there's still a long way to go and a lot of work that still needs to be done, the fact is, unless I royally screw up, it sounds like these folks have as much an interest in wanting to get my book published as I do. So yay, that's a really positive sign. I'm excited about that. Again, not a done deal completely yet, but still, that's very promising. So, wanted to brag about all of those things there. I also, I'll just throw in a little personal brag here. This shirt that I'm wearing, see, isn't that a nice shirt? I haven't worn this shirt in almost 2 years because it was a little bit snug. But I've been increasingly cutting out my soda intake and drinking water like all the time. And of course, just eating in more moderation as well. That helps too. But because of that, I've lost about 20 pounds. Really, seriously. And it means that I was able to put this shirt back on and look, there's room in the shirt. It's not all snug. Yeah, see? So that's something to brag about too. But the last thing that I want to brag about is specific to Hello From My Front Porch. Because you see, I've expanded our social media presence. I have added Instagram and Twitter. Yeah! Now, of course, YouTube is the main place. There's a YouTube channel that you should subscribe to called Hello From My Front Porch. That's where all the official videos get posted. Now, when I make these videos, I post the raw one, the initial one, the unedited one, if you will, to my personal Facebook page so my personal friends get a chance to see it right out of the chute. However, I then take that video and I edit it some with adding titles and sometimes inserting other graphics and visuals, adding words across the bottom and stuff. And all of those things become the official videos, and those get posted to the YouTube channel. So if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you'll always see when a new one has come out. Now, I also then have on Facebook a page called Hello From My Front Porch. Now, you can follow that as well. And when you do, you will receive a notification that there's a new posting on that page. And those new postings will always tell you there's a new video out on the YouTube channel. And now, if you go out to Instagram, you can look up Hello From My Front Porch, and you will see it on Instagram as well. And you will see a new episode is available. You can go look at it. And on Twitter, well, on Twitter, it's a little different. Twitter has some size limitations, length limitations for names. So I couldn't call it Hello From My Front Porch. I had to drop the hello. So on Twitter, it's just called From My Front Porch. Although the little @ thing, in order to make room for the @ symbol, if you use Twitter, you know what I'm talking about. I had to drop the O out of from. So you just type the @ symbol, FRM, from, no O, @FRM My Front Porch. And when you do that on Twitter, you'll be able to go out and see it on Twitter there. Now, if you're watching this edited version on YouTube, then you're seeing all of this stuff written across the bottom because, see, that's the advantage of the official video. If you're watching the raw one, that hasn't been added to it yet. See, now you got to go look for it out on YouTube so you can see it, what it looks like with all that stuff in there. Anyway. All of those are there. The reason I did all of those is because the idea of doing these is to have fun and to share this enjoyment with lots of people. And so I want to make it as easy as possible for you folks to share too, because I'm just that thoughtful of a guy. I want to make it easy on you to share about me. But seriously, again, I've said before, if I'm going to do these, I want to do them right. So I want to help spread the word. I want to make it easier. And I recognize a lot of people use different types of media. And so this now provides opportunity for you to repost, to share, to comment on, to just make them known to your friends and family and enemies and whoever. Let them know Hello From My Front Porch is out there. Unless you're on Twitter, then it's just From My Front Porch. But let them know it's out there. So those are the things that I wanted to brag about. I think those are all pretty cool things. I'm really excited about each and every one of them. Now, because it's December, we're now about 3 weeks from Christmas, I decided that I'm going to end each of these episodes with a Christmas carol. And I remember I told you today that it snowed in Iowa, or maybe I didn't tell you that. Maybe I was just thinking I was going to tell you that. Wow. Whatever. It snowed in Iowa today. And it didn't last long, fortunately. I like that kind of snow. I mean, it's already gone now. But it snowed in Iowa today. And it's back to being green lawn now. But because of that, I thought, what better Christmas carol to use than White Christmas? It's a great first one to throw out here. So get ready to cover your ears if you're sensitive to really bad sounds. Here we go. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten And children, listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. And then may it melt quickly. All right, with that, I'm going to let you go. You have a great day. I'll talk to you next time from my front porch.